They had so many new products. It was, really good. There we go. Are we ready?
We're ready. Hey, Ad.
Hi, Ness. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for joining today. It's I don't know, it's just kind of like you're sitting at home and it's just boring, to be honest.
It is boring, and hopefully we can get people excited about a favourite topic of ours.
I know we got a lot of favorite topics, but we'll find something that we both really like, and we thought we would share them with everyone and just create a bit of feel-good conversation.
Yes, especially with our 5 favourite things. How cool is that?
I know.
It
So
doesn't
where are we going to start? What are we going to start with?
Well, it doesn't have to be food related, and I think what we're doing here is people can do this at home. People can join in. I think we should start with books because I've kind of got more food books, as we both would.
Yeah.
Let's start with books. Who wants to go first with books? Our 5 favourite books at the moment.
Look, you go first.
Okay. So mine are quite food related when it comes to books. So I went, What is Cooking? This is from the Ebulai, Ferrin Adra. This is the Ebulai Foundation. A really good book from Fayette Press. And it's all about the creativity and what goes behind a chef, what makes a chef, this is a new book, and he's got another one coming out.
I've never heard of that one. That looks really good. I'm going to write that down, actually.
What is Cooking? And I think if you're a young chef, you're an old chef of all types, this really is like the roadmap of why we choose to be chefs, why cooking, and what is it that really makes the culinary journey unique. You can get this from the Cookery Book or Books for Cooks down in Melbourne, and the Cookery Book's in Sydney. But you can get it on any good bookstore.
How dangerous, seriously, is that bookshop in Melbourne?
Yeah. That one,
every time I go in there, I actually come back to Sydney with over my limit luggage.
Well, if Tim from Brooks of Cooks, he's amazing. He can give you not only Cooks Cookery Book in Sydney or Cooks,
which I love as well, I must say.
They get all the new stuff, and they have all the right, pretty much most of the book rights to Yoda Monalingi and all that, and they normally get the first and best. Tim is a mixture down in Melbourne. Tim actually has all the old out of print books or books that were hard to find, plus some of the new ones as well. And that man, if he doesn't know anything about books, you can go there, you can lay by, just letting you know. And
you don't have to lay by anymore. You just do the buy now, pay later.
I've got another classic book at the moment, a famous Australian author, and really funny right now that a lot of book companies are producing books on Australian food. What is Australian food? And Bill Granger, one of my favourite Sydney chefs. Bill Granger is just a very passionate man. Look, I've even got a signed one. This is a brand new book, this one. And Bill Granger sent a nice...
Oh, that's really cool.
This is a really good book. And it's got, every recipe that you want to know about Australia and what makes Australia great. Even his famed avocado toast.
Oh, really?
Bill Granger.
Mashed avocado.
He's the one that probably set that trend on fire.
Yeah, he was. I think so as well.
There's another book in
Can I just interrupt you because Andrew Ballard's online, and I'm just going to say, Andrew, if you got to stay there because you are coming up as one of my favourite 5 things. So not you, but what we spoke about in a session. So try and stick in here because it'll be really good.
We love it.
Is there any indigenous ingredients in that book?
No, there isn't. But if you really want, there is a brand new book, and I haven't got it yet. It's on its way. Andrew Felke from South Australia, amazing man, has done an Indigenous book about not only Indigenous ingredients, but also using how to use it properly. And it's an Encyclopedia of Indigenous Ingredients. Andrew Felke is a known author on Australian native food, but he's really quite a good one to get. One of my favourite.
Number 3?
book number 3, an Australian author, was a MasterChef alumni. Alice Silvestri, Praise a Vegetable, a beautiful, beautiful book. This is an look how thick it is.
Wow.
It's an encyclopedia of everything vegetable, and the photography in this is so amazing. It actually makes you want to become a vegan or vegetarian. So Sam Burke may want to get this book and have a look at it.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love to.
But what Alice has done, Alice, even though she was a master chef, she's a food writer, a passionate food media. And this book, I think, and not only has it's won awards already, it's only a couple of months old in the market, but this book has become an international phenomenon. And that's
not so bad to me. I have to go out and buy these books now.
Yeah, of course. Number 4, wait for you, number 4. This one is amazing. Monique Fizio is a fantastic Maori chef from New Zealand, and New Zealand's sort of like my second home for me. And this book here, which is, and I'm not going to even say it, Haikea, which I may have said wrong, is all about the Maori cuisine. And this book is not just about recipes. It is what is hangi in the history of hangi, what is different, fiddlehead ferns,
wow.
and then going into the recipes. I think New Zealand's really do this book, and the photography in this book is phenomenal. You can get it at all good bookstores. Only been out just recently. Actually,
That's a really nice book.
It's beautiful. Red Spoon has it for about $55 roughly at the moment.
I'm going to get onto Nanad.
Poor Nanad. I keep plugging his books. And this one's not a book, but I'm going to talk about it. I don't think many Australians know about this book. It's a magazine. It's my favourite magazine. And if you can get it anywhere, get a subscription. I think, and I'm actually going to say it, I'm going to make a big call here, that this magazine is probably the benchmark in Australia, in culinary, not just Australian, but culinary magazines from around the world. And trust me, I get every magazine. Cuisine magazine, another New Zealand product. This cover is phenomenal. They're really trying to shoot things differently. And those that don't know, Kelly Brett, the editor of Cuisine, bought the magazine. Her and her team bought this, and she's really stepped the magazine up. And from a culinary, not only the look and feel, if you're a marketing person, the food photography is phenomenal. The paper is just amazing. And it's just one of the best magazines to get. But she's done alternate covers as well. And that should have been the first cover.
Oh, wow.
What they've decided to do in Cuisine, not only show great food, it's got less ads than some of the Australian ones and Savoy and all those. But what they're trying to do is feature ingredients and producers more often, more frequently. If you can get it, a great one. And this one, great topic for Sam Burke, actually, no joke aside, the future of eating meat. And one of the biggest trends, Vanessa, you know this, less meat is more meat. So that is my top 5 in books. What about your 5?
How am I going to outdo that?
You'll do it.
I don't think so, but I'm going to start with, I just bought the Josh Nyland, the Whole Fish Cookbook.
Fantastic book, beautiful.
Which is just absolutely beautiful. And you talk about photography. I mean, his photography is it's just absolutely exceptional. I absolutely love that book.
Yeah. Beautiful products, and what he does with fish, or what he does, even make the salami and the fish bacon and amazing stuff. It's amazing what he does. And that is actually a trend, Vanessa. See charcuterie. Instead of charcuterie, see cuterie, which is essentially using that knowledge of making salamis and bacon and all that good stuff in using seafood, which is amazing.
It's just the way that, his whole attitude towards sustainability and using the entire fish from, from the nose to the tail. He's just incredible. I mean, he makes crackers out of the fish eyes.
Yes. And he has St. Peter's Restaurant and the fish butchery in Paddington in Sydney. and his journey as well as a chef, from when he was sick from a young boy right through to now to becoming one of the world leaders in sustainability and fish. Phenomenal stuff. I love Josh.
And he's just stayed such a beautiful person as well. My other favorite is, what did Anna Jane say, is making charcuterie trickier. Is making charcuterie trickier?
No, it's using the knowledge of the foundations of fermentation really well. If you follow his book, it actually shows you how to do that. It's just making sure that it's done right so that you don't have any safety issues. It's no different from pork or chicken. So
my next favorite book is Salt, Fat, Acid and Heat.
This book everyone should have.
Because I just love the elements to cooking and understanding them, and just the graphs and just the way that this book explains the different methodology behind the whole science and food is exceptional. So I actually go to this book quite a lot.
And that's a good book because it's also got a TV series on Netflix as well.
Yeah, it has actually. I've been watching that, but that would be one of my favorite books. Now, this book here, I actually bought this book off another chef last year. They were from another country and they were heading back when COVID hit. So they had to sell off all of their books, and I bought all of their books from them. And it was a bit of a gift, to be honest. And
Yeah, no, it would have been.
It absolutely. I mean, the books that this guy had were just like mind-blowing, right? And my favorite book that I got from him is Bray.
Yeah. Bray.
It's just the most beautiful book. Not only the most beautiful book, but just to read Dan Hunter's story, it's just so inspiring. Like I absolutely just love this book. And
fantastic chef, very knowledgeable, very humble guy, but also just a master. And you've actually taken chefs down to Bray.
I have, yeah.
Bray's just such a phenomenal place in that country land, and it's just so beautiful. Just the food, the whole experience. It's almost like going to France and eating from the Eiffel Tower and looking at the view and just something like that. It's almost like that. You've got the country view, you got the produce, so it's got a story, and Dan Hunter is a storyteller in his food in itself.
Yeah, it just is absolutely beautiful. Now, my next book, it's not a cookbook, but I love this book. It's called The Cooking Game, Are You Game? And this is a book that Peter Howard actually wrote. Yes. And it's a little bit risque. So it's kind of got the whole connotation behind cooking, and it talks, all through it is kind of that whole food and cooking, but it's like just it's just such an awesome story. He's done a really good job.
Romantic novel era, remember the Mills and Boons days where
it's like food service meets Mills and Boons. So it's a bit funny. And then my last book that I've left to last, because this is probably my favorite book, and I actually go to this every single day, and it's called Be Resilient and Thrive.
What a great book.
It's just a really good book when you're kind of having a day where you can't get your head together or whatever. And I'm not a big, I like to kind of be able to read affirmations that I connect with. And I've not found one in this book yet that I haven't been able to connect with at a time when I've needed it. This is beautiful.
They've got a series of books out as well, but there's lots of self-help books and gimmicks, and that one is one of the newer ones that's come out. It's a very good book. I've actually got a copy as well of that one.
Who wrote Be Resilient? Adam actually bought me this book. So he bought me the series actually, but Patrick Lindsay has actually is the writer behind this book.
Lindsay's a known psychologist who is fantastic at looking at the psychometric sides of the world, but making it more beautiful. It's really really powerful. And I think anyone, especially during this time, Vanessa, should be, looking at self-help books to really change their mentality, their mindset, and get a new, clearer, feel-good moment.
Yeah, especially when we're all kind of digging deep.
Yep.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about that today. This is all about feel good.
So when I feel down, what do? I get my music, and I'm going to plug some vinyl for you, Vanessa.
Okay, you do that.
You may not have vinyl, but I've got 4 albums here, and one I'm going to mention because I haven't got it. It's on my playlist on my Spotify. One of the all-time favorites at the moment, and look, I'm a big Meatloaf lover, and I like music from all over different periods. But one of the best albums to get right now, if you're getting back into vinyl, this one is my favorite, David Bowie Legacy.
Oh, wow.
The legend. Everything from Rebel Rebel, Golden Years, Changes, Space Oddity, all the favorites of Bowie. If you're a Bowie fan, this is the album to play. It's a double vinyl. It's amazing. It's got 4 sides, so just fantastic. I love this one. I go really quickly. So if people don't like my music choices, that's tough. It's what I like. I play it really loud in my sound system. And going back a little bit, another classic group, and probably more the 90s, The Cure. Oh, my God, I love The Cure. Friday, I'm in Love, fantastic. The Cure brings back to me, when I was just starting out as a young chef, and, some of these songs are just fantastic. So people didn't know that I like The Cure. I love The Cure. Really quite interesting. I love belting. We've got a lot of chefs, like Paul McDonald's does some tunes on a...
Chefs are incredibly creative, they
Rex, a DJ.
It's amazing.
This one's not a really one to dance to, but it's really quite coming from a comedian, and I think he's one of Australia's most cleverest people, Tim Minchin. I absolutely love Tim Minchin. This one has a very good story. Tim Minchin, he does normally, actually more famous for writing Madeline, the musical that went around the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he wrote the music for Madeline, and which is a Roald Dahl novel. And Tim Minchin's fantastic. This one of my favorites is Airport Piano. He talks about a piano in an airport while he was away in, I think, Los Angeles, and this piano, and he's playing the piano because it was in an airport, it was neglected, and he's feeling so nostalgic about Australian. Tim, those that don't know him, Tim Minchin's very much an Australian. He's also an actor. He's a triple threat. He sings, he dances, he does all sorts of stuff. But that is something people should get. It's called Apart Together. What a great title, Apart Together. Now...
So Daryl, Tim said that Burn is the best Cure song.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm going to go something a little bit different. I've gone very Australian here. I should have done some more global, but the Jeske Brothers, if you have not heard of these guys, Australian group, brothers. And
that Run Home Blow.
That is Run Home Slow, not Blow. No. This is really good. If you're on a Sunday afternoon, Jeske Brothers, they've got a couple of albums out. This is my favourite album of their range. If you've got a barbecue on and you're just sitting back in your backyard, sunning yourself in the beautiful spring weather that we're getting, Paint My Heart, Hold Me, That Bird, fantastic, relaxing Sunday feels. And another one I've just got into, a massive fan, and my vinyl is on its way still. Those that love the 60s and 70s, there's a band, amazing band, a young band, 3 brothers and a friend called Greta Van Fleet, an American band, sorry. I was trying to be all Australian. They did just recently on Saturday Night Live, they did a song called You're the One, or in the sort of great thing. It's kind of this Led Zeppelin meets Eagles meets all these great bands from the 60s and 70s. They have 2 albums, Fleet Complete and Anthem of a Peaceful Army. And Greta Van Fleet is just this really cool old rock, but these young millennials that are playing this rock, and it's just, and they're really, really good on the eye. So the girls would love that one as well. So get into Greta Van Fleet at the moment. That's my music choices at the moment. Ness?
Well, my music choices are just music. I just love everything with a beat.
Yep.
And I don't really have anything to show except to tell you that I just love my music. But I want to move on to our favorite food.
Favorite foods? Okay, that's a tough topic.
Can I go first?
You can go first. I went first last two.
So during the week, I think it was not the week just gone, the one before, I had Andrew Ballard on, and we were talking about the Knorr Professional Intense flavors, and he spoke about the 4 choices that you had available. One was citrus fresh.
Yep. There we go.
One was wild mushroom earth.
Yep.
One's called deep smoke, and one's called roast umami.
Yeah, that's my favorite, that one.
Can I tell you, so I went on to Amazon and I purchased these. So if you wanted to go on, I think they're about $11.31 a bottle. And if you try to find them, put Knorr in first so that you find them. And then I just put Knorr marinades in, and that's how I came to find them. But I have used the umami in everything, like absolutely pasta, like whatever it is I'm cooking, a sauce, anything. It just gives it that extra depth. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. The citrus fresh, I did some prawns and some scallops the other night, used this with a dab of butter. It was just sensational.
It's got a nice freshness to that one. I love that one.
Oh, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. And this wild mushroom, the earth, when I was talking to Andrew, he said that it's great in risotto. So I actually did a risotto, a mixed mushroom risotto, and it's just beautiful. I absolutely loved it.
Good mushroom.
Hey?
Australia has so many great mushrooms. They're unbelievable at the moment.
It's like one of my favorite ingredients. I just love mushrooms.
Replace everything with mushrooms.
Well, they're just so full of protein, right? Like they're just such a, I don't know.
So
I never liked them when I was growing up, funnily enough. And then all of a sudden my palate matured and I love them today. But, like my palate still hasn't really matured, surprisingly, because things like olives, beetroot, like things that normal people really like, I just don't like them.
Interesting you say that, because you're talking about earthy right now. They are all earthy notes. So obviously you don't like the earthy notes, but that flavour would be great for you because it just really plays in that space and that gives that nice real earthy overtones. Because people that love beetroot, and here in Australia and New Zealand, we absolutely eat so much beetroot in this world.
Well, Mum's always grown beetroot, and then she pickles it, and we've got it for the whole of the year, sort of thing. And I mean, it's the entire family, my kids, like everyone loves it. I don't know whether it's the feel of beetroot. I'm just not a fan. Anyway, the other one that I loved is this smoke.
Oh,
deep smoke.
If you know
what I put this on. So we had some steak the other night. It was actually lamb. I had lamb.
Yeah.
And I did some corn, and there was another vegetable. I think it was cauliflower that I did in the oven.
Yeah.
And I just drizzled this over the top of it and then just brushed it over while it was cooking. It was amazing, and it didn't overpower the entire meal.
This is a good thing if you don't have a smoking gun, and if you want to replicate smoke, because a lot of smokes are quite artificial, and this one is actually really well balanced.
Yeah.
Acrid notes that come from smoke notes. And what's interesting, I've even whipped butter and put some of that smoke in there, whip the butter up and put the butter on the steak so that
that'd be beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Well, Andrew was actually saying, like, you can put all of these through butter, whip butter and, roll that up in cling wrap and then just cut the knobs off as you need them, or use it however you want. But, like, the smoke is such an authentic smell. Like, it's beautiful.
Imagine some prawns on the grill with that on there, the smoked butter.
Yeah, it is just beautiful. My next favorite product that I just adore So good friend of mine and yours is Anna Jane Dalton from Conjure Up Food.
Oh, yes.
So unfortunately, the other day when I did the session with Anna Jane, she'd sent me down some salad dressing and some syrup, but I hadn't actually received it, which was just unfortunate. But I love her jam, her confiture. Like, it is just to die for. I use it on everything, and I've praised it from the rooftops, and a lot of people have bought it and they've agreed.
And it's fantastic on salads, and also because it's unlike anything else out there.
I've never had anything like it before. So I just get some of Julianne's pâtés. I get some, some cheese and that, and then I always add that as well to that. But this salad dressing is like, I don't know if you can see that.
I haven't even got the lemon dress.
Well, that's okay, because I'm more special.
I reckon
this is the vinaigrette. Now, I mean, honestly, like, when you have vinaigrette and you sometimes go, like it's a bit tart, a bit unbalanced. This is so well balanced, and it is creamy. It is just delicious. I absolutely just cannot give it enough praise.
And
she's nailed it.
And if you do lemons the right way, like she does with some of her products, she actually gets an umami effect, not the sourness that you get or the puckering. You actually get an umami effect to it. And it's really quite amazing that she's talented. She's ex-MasterChef herself, and she knows her products.
But not even just these products. I mean, any products. She can cook a chook, and it just has my mouth watering. But anyway, the other one is the syrup de citron.
Oh,
this one here.
Wow.
Like, if you want to have a flavor that's going to take you straight to heaven, my friend, this is it. So I don't know if you can see it. It's got the same sort of consistency as like vanilla essence, I suppose.
Oh, wow.
It is just like, I've never had anything like it, to be honest. It is just so beautiful. It's like better than lolly water.
Where do people get it?
So you have to go onto Conjure Up Food on Facebook, and Anna Jane has got a shop there, or you can just look her up on Facebook. And she also has a website as well. But Conjure Up is CONJURUP.
Wow.
Conjure Up. And the other thing that when I reached out to her just to say that, like, love your products. And she said that if you're making a little sauce, deglaze the pan with wine, add a good knob of butter, add some syrup and some salt and pepper, and then you've got your sauce.
I'm salivating already.
But can I say, like, and it's not just because these are friends of mine or ours. I actually, if I didn't believe in a product, I wouldn't actually tell people about it. And I loved every single one of these products. So they, at the moment, are my 5 favorite products.
That's a good
That's
wrap.
actually 6. It was actually 6.
Well, that's okay, because you make up for some of the ones I don't have. I'm going to talk about, I don't have any visual samples, but I'm going to talk about a couple of products. First of all, one of our viewers online, Daryl. Daryl does Sun Country smoked pineapple vinegar. And if you, we're just talking about smoking and the amazing. Daryl's friends with AJ, which is funnily enough. This smoked pineapple vinegar is absolutely sensational. Hopefully Daryl's watching this. I'm not plugging it because he's online, but this product has been sold to a lot of people. Darren Templeman has bought this product before. It's won awards in different food events. And smoked pineapple vinegar, not only would you use it for your salads and all that, but you could even, put it on your roast pork and get that smoky pineapple vinegar note coming through.
Wow.
And he does other vinegars as well, and he does sauces. But I think the smoked pineapple vinegar is the one that is definitely the hero. If he's online, he should put it in the box down below. Another product,
Sun Country Natural.
Sun Country Natural.
He's just put the name into the comment box.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you for watching. And it is the most divine.
I actually need some of that now as well. Melissa Parker just said, I need smoked pineapple vinegar now. I actually need some smoked pineapple vinegar now as well. I'm going to go on and order it.
And just drink it like you just did with AJ's product. You just drink it as is. And the other good thing is, you know how you drink apple cider vinegar to lose weight? Do the pineapple vinegar.
I actually was just going to ask if you could use it for similar purposes.
Good. Daryl's amazing at that sort of stuff. Now, I've got another, actually, I think all my products are from Melbourne pretty much. A company that, unfortunately, if you're not in Melbourne, you can't get it, but I'm going to say it for our Melbourne audience. Aya Suzuki is a Melbourne sushi restaurant or sashimi restaurant, and they do these most wonderful kits you can organize at home. So you get your sashimi in a box. It's the most unbelievable, and the reason why I like it, I've actually been to their restaurant before, but I haven't tried one of the kits. But on TikTok, Ayo Suzuki have these marvelous gift boxes, and it looks like a gift box. You open it up, it looks like a massive box of chocolates, and there's this beautiful sushi, and they have like a little perfume bottle of soya sauce. It is unbelievable.
That's
really
amazing.
Really quite expensive, but you know what? The reason why it's so expensive, because it tastes good, it's beautiful quality, and
what's it called?
AOI-TZUKI, a Melbourne restaurant. Fantastic, and you can get the kits delivered at home. Unfortunately, only in Melbourne. If we could get them up here air freighted, if Australia Post was better, we probably could get them up here. But they're just a really cool company to watch, and really amazing. Like, if you look at the grade of sashimi that they do, it's just phenomenal. There is another Melbourne company, and I just got a delivery of it this week. Cookie Dough Company, also in Melbourne.
I saw this.
Yes, I put it on Instagram this week. Cookie Dough Company, they do cookie dough, New York style cookies that are loaded. And I got one of my favorite flavors, caramel and white chocolate. Oh my God. It was this cookie dough that's slightly cooked, and inside you get them and it's got like broken bits of caramel and white chocolate, and you put them in the microwave for 30 seconds and you get this gooey New York style cookie, and it's made out of cookie dough. Unbelievable. They also do cakes as well. They had flavors like the Victorian jam donut, which was like the old jam donut from the Vic markets. But they deliver at home. They've got Biscoff and Nutella, all the favorite flavors. There's a mint one, there's a birthday cake one. Cookie Dough Company, go and look at them. Really phenomenal product, and they deliver to anywhere in Australia.
Wow.
By post, and the packaging is amazing, but their cakes as well. Oh my God.
And what's that one called?
Cookie Dough Company.
Cookie
Dough CO Company. CO for company.
Cool.
They have the cakes and that, and they get them delivered. Unbelievable. You got to do them, and you got to order at least 4 cookies for them to deliver to your house.
I'm going on to order them now.
My fourth product I found, and believe it or not, I found in Woolworths. I'm going to plug Woolworths. In some Woolworths stores, not all Woolworths stores.
Chloe, my daughter, she's online, and she said, hi, you two. Oh, my God, I want the Cookie Dough Company. Isn't it sad to think I have to see my daughter through Facebook?
Chloe,
hello,
go.
darling. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mummy loves you.
Chloe, they're the best.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I found this wonderful product this week, and I had it for lunch. Woolworths have increased their ranges of meals to take home.
Yeah.
And I found it was $18. It was smoked beef briskets with a sauce, and it also come with corn and sweet potato. And it was in a pack, all cooked. So the brisket was done slowly. You got to sauce it separate. You virtually peel back the plastic. This is for people that don't. I know I'm a chef, but I needed something different for lunch. Peel back the plastic. You put it in the oven for 30 minutes. You pour the sauce all over the brisket, and you get this beautiful brisket. And normally, ready-to-eat meals, you need some salt or some sort of flavor to make them great. This needed no salt. It had beautiful corn that was structured and cooked beautifully. The sweet potato was flavored, and I don't know what with, but you had this brisket, sweet potato and corn, $18. It served 4 people.
Really?
Absolutely unbelievable.
Wow.
And
you get that close,
good.
you can go and buy that.
Yeah. You can't get Sam Burke's brisket or like
James Belingle.
James Belengle's brisket. You can go to Woolworths and get some, or you can do it yourself. But my last and final product is I really love lemon lime bitters, and I love bitters. Now, Angostura bitters is what we know in Australia. But if you do some research, I've got books on bitters, and I love making bitters myself. If you do some research, there's some amazing...
Bitters is like the purest form of alcohol. Yes,
correct. And that, that's why you shouldn't get kids drink lemon lime bitters. But Angostura, everyone knows Angostura. It's in Dan Murphy's and all that. But there's a company called onlybitters.com.au, and they have access to all the bitters around the world. And when I say bitters, there's mint flavored bitters, there's coffee flavored bitters, any bitters that you could imagine, they're around. And I got one of the best ones. Now, this one's from America, and this is salted cocoa bitters. This is the only product I have at the moment that has just got this most amazing taste and smell. So instead of just having bitters, the cocoa notes, the fermented cocoa, and it's salted. It's unbelievable. In my lemon lime bitters, go gourmet. And there's some amazing, actually, if you go to Red Spoon in Sydney, there's a great wine shop in the Rosebery Cannery.
Yeah.
And he started buying bitters from Only Bitters, and he has about 12 different ones. There's even whiskey sour bitters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's so many amazing tea bitters, Earl Grey tea, for example. And there's so many bitters out there that you can get, and we can actually change the flavor. And we always talk about flavor. Go on to onlybitters.com, get some bitters, and throw out the Angostura. Sorry, Angostura, you've had your time, and try some of the bitters from around the world. There's actually 60 companies that are on onlybitters.com, and there's something like 400, 500 flavors on there of different bitters.
Oh, I'm going to get some bitters.
So that's my top 5.
I love that. And I actually am going to throw another one in there as well, and that's Giulio's chocolates.
Giulio's chocolates. Yes, you did a session.
Giulio Azzarello's chocolates are to die for. And if you put chocolate into the comment box now, I will arrange to get a chocolate sent out to you.
What? You're giving away free chocolate? You're putting...
Well, I said to Giulio, you know what? He's bored. I'll give you something to do. Make me some chocolates and I'll give them away through Food Logic, because they are beautiful and everyone should have a Giulio chocolate. So I gave away some the other day when I did the session with Giulio, and I've got I can give away as many as I want, so I'm just going to give away more.
That's good. That could be dangerous for that.
Into the comment box, and I'll send you a message, get your address, and we'll get some out to you.
Just for a plug for Giulio. Giulio has made chocolates for dinners that I've held over the time because I don't have time to do it, and actually because I love lemon lime bitters, Giulio made me a lemon lime bitters chocolate.
Oh, really?
And it was spray painted in kind of this mottled green and all that. And it was probably my most favourite chocolate moment ever, having the lemon lime bitters. And he really did a great job. I reckon we could use AJ's lemon, and we could use some bitters that we got here, and just really make this great chocolate.
We have to play around with that when we're all able to see each other. Anyway.
Yeah.
So now I thought we might just do what are our 5 favorite things to do at the moment in terms of passing time, like how are you using your time, Ad? Like, what are you doing?
Besides, talking to you on some days or most days of the week.
Like 3 times a day, not that we're going.
I'm doing a couple of different things, and music is definitely what I love. I love doing music, and those that don't know me, I love musicals as well. And I love, at the moment, I'm actually going through my catalogue, not just of great vinyl and music, but I'm actually looking at musicals. And I'm actually going to say, just before lockdown happened, I went to a musical that was featuring in Sydney, which is going to be travelling around Australia. I don't know if it's going to keep on in Sydney after this lockdown, which is a shame. but it was called Come From Away. And Come From Away is such a fantastic musical because 20 years ago, in a couple of weeks' time, we had 9/11. And Come From Away is a musical based on 9/11. And essentially, it was, long story short, Come From Away was when all the planes started getting diverted out of American airspace, they had to land somewhere, and they landed in the biggest place outside of America that they could, which was Newfoundland, which is up near Canada. And originally Newfoundland was the original port for any country from America to Britain, to Europe, that would stop off, fuel up so they could carry on. And Newfoundland, 38 planes arrived on this town, a population of 10,000 people. Nearly 10,000 people landed, so they doubled population overnight. And the people from Gander and Newfoundland just were so generous. It's a big Irish community, and they just found it on. And they did this beautiful, they opened their homes and they fed the people that were, stranded from 9/11. And it's Come From Away. I've been playing that soundtrack and, getting a bit emotional at the moment. But I love listening to musicals and going through the catalogues and what does musicals. One other fun thing aside from musicals, being creative and, just doing some things. And one of the things I've been privileged to see is rock painting. So many people in Penrith out in the West, and there's lots of associations around New South Wales of people coming together painting. I've done a few myself. I've done some, rock jokes, and I'll grab a rock here. This one's one I found the other day. This one says, "Note to self, you rock."
Oh, that's good.
And then I got an artist because I was a fan of this guy's work. I saw it on Instagram. I got this, and those that saw it on Instagram, this great artist, David, he painted this beautiful fish on the rock, and it's just so phenomenal. And my girls are regularly painting rocks, and what they do.
You gifted me one, which was beautiful.
Yeah, my beautiful wife did that one. What the people are doing is hiding those rocks so that kids or adults that are out on the walk or on their exercise are finding rocks and definitely getting out there. The other thing that I've been doing is only just probably the last 2 weeks. I've had the roller coaster emotions the last couple of weeks, and I've started doing exercising, but things that I love. And I actually bought myself a punching bag, and I used to love boxing, and it was a really good therapy for me. So it's set up in the garage. I'm going out and boxing. I'm not a professional boxer, but I just love getting some energy out and looking after myself and doing some health routines. So boxing and doing some exercise, I'll get back up to where I want to be. I've also, really sadly, and you're going to laugh at this one, thought, I better start looking after my skin as well. So I've been doing tutorials online of how to get better skin complexion and moisturizing regularly and face mask, but also making some masks in that as well, just to, and out of natural ingredients in the cupboard. I know it sounds quite random, but we work in the industry, we work in the kitchens. Sometimes the skin's not the greatest. So I always like looking after myself at the moment, and I've been doing those. And the last but not least, after doing that, last year, for my birthday last year, I was given a still to make my own alcohol. And not that I should say that, it's to make essential oils, probably a better way of saying it. I'm actually making vodka at the moment, and I was really bored and I wanted to make something really fascinating. So very shortly, hopefully in about 2 weeks' time, you will see my mustic vodka.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I love mustics, a really random food, and I'm going to make a mustic vodka. It's in ready brewing, and I'll let everyone see that in a couple of weeks' time of my mustic vodka. I bought this still. It's a legal still that you can buy from homeware food places, and you can produce your own gins and vodkas and your own whiskey if you want to, or essential oils or bitters if you really want to. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Well, that's so good. So I have just been obviously working. So that's probably a big thing of what I do. But the other thing that I really enjoy to do is called diamond dots.
Diamond dots.
So
Oh,
you may, if you can't see it, sorry, I've got the back screen here, but so
go.
diamond dots is it's all glittery and pretty, and I love doing diamond dots. It's a good way to just kill the brain, but you use these little dots, you stick them on by hand, you use this little utensil, and I've made a heap of really good pictures. My mum's actually busy. She's got quite a few on the boil at the moment. She sent me a good photo today.
And
The other thing
with diamond dots, it's funny. It's not just a girl thing. There is some great diamond dots out there for men too, like Gremlins posters and Star Wars. You can do the diamond dots in Star Wars. It's really quite interesting. I don't think I've got the patience to do it though.
Well, that is what I do other than clean the house, sort out the cupboards. It's just been a big, just trying to use my time walking, doing all those sort of things.
You haven't just done that. You've also done the 3 o'clock sessions with chefs this week and last week.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Like I've been doing, it's just more probably a lot of work at the moment. And I love those sessions. I just look forward to them every day.
Now, one other thing you do is you've had some time to watch some Netflix, your Amazons, that. What have you done there?
So my favorite I've got 2 shows that are just my like brain dead favorite shows, right?
Yeah.
And people will just think that I'm absolutely nuts. And Chloe will be sitting there going, please don't say it, Mum. Please don't say it. But anyway, one is Dr. Phil. Like, he's just like, my God, I love Dr. Phil.
Okay.
He just makes so much sense. I actually named Fid Logic because of Dr. Phil.
Oh, really?
Well, kind of. Like, if it doesn't make sense, like, why would you do it? And he always says that.
And what's your partner's name?
What?
What's Phil's name?
Phil?
Yeah, you must really love Dr. Phil if you've got a partner named Phil.
I know. See, there you go. He inspired me even by the partner that I have. And my other show is The Housewives.
Any particular one?
Because we all need a bit of drama in our life, right? So I just love The Housewives. And it doesn't matter if it's,
the whole series?
Every one of them. I don't care where they're from. Whatever.
What about the midget housewives? Because that one fascinates me.
The what?
The dwarfs?
I haven't seen. Oh, that's not called housewives.
Yeah,
that's called little people.
Oh, it's called Little People, is it? It's virtually like Housewives for me.
So anyway, I love those 2. But in terms of series, the series that I've loved, one is called Blacklist.
Oh, that's very good.
And it is such a brilliant series. And my best friend, Rob Mark, she put me onto that, and I just have loved it. The other one is called Swat.
Swat, what's that one?
So SWAT is it's a little bit like NCIS meets like, I don't know, it's like a crime drama rescue. They do a lot of shooting, they do a lot of saving, but the lead actor in it is like on point. I got to tell you, like,
wow, okay.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, if you want to watch a good show and have a really good bit of eye candy, that would be my pick. And the other one I'm really enjoying at the moment, which is a little bit more mundane, but it's called Outer Banks.
Okay, what's that one?
And this is just a young group of guys and girls that live on an island somewhere off America, and they're trying to find some hidden treasure. And they do find it, but there's a lot of like crossing and, a lot of backstabbing. So it's kind of like that whole, what was that show called that had like the hidden treasure, the lost, it'll come back to me.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's my picks.
Wow, that's quite good. Quite eclectic.
No, so I'm a bit of a channel surfer.
Well, I'm a bit of a channel surfer. So I've got, really sadly, I've got Foxtel, mainstream TV, Netflix, Prime, Amazon Prime, sorry, Disney, and I've also now got Paramount Pictures, which I'm only just starting to get into. I don't know how I find time for this, but I do. But one show I've actually just got on late with this trend, Below Deck and Below Deck Mediterranean.
I love Below Deck.
Oh my God, it's like the biggest hospitality bitch fest. Really quite good, and that's on Foxtel. I've actually really loved Captain Sandy and Captain Lee, the two different
How
genres.
much do you reckon that it would cost to do one of those cruises?
So actually, it's really interesting. On average, between 180,000 to 270,000 for a week.
Really? Like US dollars?
US dollars, mainly US dollars, and then you tip between $10,000 and $30,000 if you think the cruise was great, and the tip has to be in cash, which is pretty phenomenal.
Moving on.
Okay, next one. I found this one by accident, and I absolutely love it. It's called The Mind of a Chef. It's on Netflix. It was produced by Anthony Bourdain. So those that know Anthony Bourdain, and he's no longer with us, this is the creativity of a chef. This is understanding a chef, and chefs like Magnus Nielsen, David Chang from Momofuku, or Gabrielle Hamilton, one of my most favorite New York chefs. This really gets behind the creativity process of a chef, and not just the story about the chef, but understanding what makes them create those dishes, and just really phenomenal in that space. Just go and watch it, Netflix. The other one on Disney, I watched two movies just recently, absolutely loved them. I'm a big fan of Disney. Cruella was a fantastic movie that anyone should watch of any generation, because it's based off the 101 Dalmatians, and it's the real version. I think what's really cool about it, it's got the rockin'est soundtrack of all time, and it's just a really good movie. I just really loved it, and it take you away from everything. And the other one I watched, because one of my favorite idols in movies, is River Cruise with The Rock. I love The Rock. So River Cruise was worth watching. Really good movie, really long movie, and quite funny for The Rock to do. I thought it was one of his better movies, and the River Cruise was really well done. I think there was a lot of budget behind that movie, and something people should watch, whether you're a kid or not. I'm a big kid. And speaking of big kid, one of my other favorite shows on Netflix at the moment is Films That Made Us, the series. I don't know if you started watching this yet. It is the insights to some of the greatest movies of all time. And I'm talking about Back to the Future, Dirty Dancing, Pretty Woman. It's Ghostbusters included as well. It's even Jurassic Park. So it's the movies that made us. Really fun insight, and it's about an hour-long episode on each movie. Understanding who the original actors were going to be. Really quite interesting. They're films that have changed the way we think and the way we act. And it's interesting, even Pretty Woman, who was going to play some of the key roles other than the key actors there now.
Oh, wow.
So really quite interesting. It's a Netflix one. Just something different, lighthearted. Mine aren't all about food. It's a bit fun. And if you really want to watch mainstream TV, Voice at the moment, it's some amazing stuff happening at The Voice.
Oh, I love that. And what are your top 5 things? We're running out of time, but what are your top 5 things that you're going to be looking forward to doing coming out of this lockdown?
I'm going to say 5 things really quickly. 5 things that I want to do is actually travel. And if I get out of lockdown, the 5 places I want to go to, I want to go back to New Zealand. New Zealand anywhere, doesn't matter. Love New Zealand. I find it really grounding. I want to go back to Ireland. That's where all my heritage is from. I love going to Dublin. It's just such a beautiful place, and my family history, and just phenomenal. I think if I go back to Japan again, Japan from a culture, food, I miss Japan. I've been to Japan every couple of years, and I haven't traveled for a while, so I think I need to go back to Japan. And pottery, knives, and food is Japan. My story there. I think Paris, going back to France and doing, France is just such a wonderful country steeped in history, and there's a lot of stuff, especially from a culinary point of view. It's just amazing. And one of the trips I had planned before for last year during COVID was Nepal. I found Kathmandu when I went there just before COVID was an amazing place because I got to learn with some young chefs and really inspire culture. There's so much to explore about Nepal, so I need to go back. And I think that's the biggest thing I've been yearning for, because since I was 15, I've always travelled, and I'm missing it the last 2 years. So travel will be my number one big bucket item.
That's so funny, isn't it? I mean, for me, my 5 are Central Coast, see my parents, see my mum, and see my daughter, and and then go to Newcastle, see my son and his partner. And Chloe and Cam have just bought a house, so that'd be exciting. I haven't been able to get to see that. So she has that on the Central Coast. She's not far from mum, so I don't care. I said to Phil, we'll just go. I'm just going to book a hotel and just wrap myself into the family just for a week. I don't care. And Adam and Erin just bought a house as well in Newcastle, so I'll venture a little bit further north and catch up with Adam, Erin, and Rubes. Ruby has her birthday actually in a few days, so she's so that's exciting.
She's a Virgo. She's a Virgo baby.
Yeah. And then I just actually want to just, if I had to choose about where to travel, I want to go into the city.
Yep.
And I just want to walk the city. I want to embrace myself in the city. I want to go to the art gallery. I want to go to the botanical gardens. I want to go to Mexico. And then I might even go to Indu. And then I might just top it off with Kid Rock. Like, I don't care. I just want to do the city. And then I would like to go and do a trip around New South Wales.
Wow.
They're my 5 things. I'm a bit simple, aren't I? But that's what I would love to do.
I think it's really interesting where we all both want to go, and I think everyone's got different yearnings of what they want to do. And look, I want to see family and that, but travel is something that's I really enjoy my travel, and you learn things and you get to experience things and you get excited, and not having to travel. And I got a passport that's sitting here idle and it's burning, and I'm like, kill me, just go for it.
Yeah.
Before Ness, I think we should do one of my favourite subjects of all time, our favourite 5 from the Aldi catalogue.
Oh, that is so funny. I've got it sitting on my desk.
Okay.
Who went and brought it home today?
I got this today as well, and I'm like, I love Aldi. Look, I've got my Aldi watch. I've stopped using Fitbit. I got this the other week, and it's actually better than my Fitbit. And I'm like, you know what? It's actually really good. It's not been a tight ass, but it was just something different. I didn't want to buy an Apple Watch or anything. I thought, you know what? Let's do something different. So what would be your 5 things from Aldi catalogue?
So my number 1 thing is, you go first.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay.
Yeah, you go first.
Since my birthday's coming up and Father's Day in the same week, and this is not a hint to anyone, but, where is it? Hang on, I've lost it. Titanic, the model ship, and it's an online exclusive. I was so excited when I saw that today. That was number 1. Number 2, which is really quite cool, is vinyl for $14.99 from next week. I don't know when's Wednesday next week. There's Bruce Springsteen, Guns N' Roses, Eagles, Roy Orbison, all these great albums. I'm thinking, even Johnny Cash, really quite cool, and I think that's pretty fun. But I'm going to skip some of them too, because some of it's all father, like underwears and socks and fun things, which is boring. But I'm going to go to the food section. Rococo Gin, which is one of my favourite gins. It's a Japanese style gin. It's from Suntory. It's on special $52.99, which is normally $60, $70 in most places. And there's one of my other things. There's a whiskey tasting kit if you really want to appreciate whiskey and get into whiskey, that is there too. Look at that. It's got 5 little bottles right there, and you can taste and appreciate different whiskies from different regions. It's only $49.99. I know it goes pretty fast. And
you actually gave Phil one of those for his birthday or something.
Yeah,
because you like to give gifts.
He was really, it was something different, and I knew he liked whiskey, and I thought, what are we going to do? That's something that's a little bit different. And the other thing is, and I've just lost it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So this is called Indulge, and I don't know if you've tried this. This is the connoisseur's rip-off version of ice cream, and they have both the cookies and the tubs, but the white chocolate and raspberry is one of my favorite ice creams because it's got this really nice tart raspberry note and the white chocolate. Believe it or not, this ice cream is phenomenal. And if I was to judge it, it would actually get an award for it. So gin, Titanic model, the ice cream, there we go. We've got some good, and some vinyl as well.
That's awesome.
What are you like?
You put a lot of thought into that, I must say.
Well, Father's Day and birthday in the same week, I'm pretty happy.
So if I had to choose what I would like to get, I would like to get the I think it's I just like the look of it. I don't even know what it does. The retro dab and radio with CD player.
Oh, digital radio. Wow.
Yep. I kind of like that. But to be honest with you, what I really like out of this catalogue, Phil said that we're going to go and get the TV because obviously having 10 TVs is not enough. We've got to get another one. So he'll be going to get that for his office. But I'm actually going to go and get that, the stand.
That is beautiful. I have.
Because you know why?
In my corner.
Phil's been making these Legos. And he made you can't sort of get it into the bloody.
It's the Ghostbusters Lego. Oh my God.
Yeah. So he made the Ghostbusters car, which is like massive. And he's made heaps of other things. He's so clever. But, oh, shivers, I just lost a piece. Oh,
oops. I just broke
so much trouble. I actually might just leave it alone now. So I'm going to go and buy that cabinet for him to be able to put all of his Lego that he's been making, and that'll be, I don't know, he's not my father, but, who cares?
And you also like their meat in Aldi, don't you?
I do love the Aldi meat. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to say it today because I've got Melissa and Melody on the line, and I like Master Cut better. True story.
How fun was it? Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. Like, this is our fun things. We could carry it on next week with different fun things.
I think that we should. I mean, it's just a nice way to kind of, I don't want to be sitting around, wondering what to do. It's nice to get on here, have a chat, and once again connect with people that I adore and think the world of, and be able to talk about all my favorite things.
It was fun. I really enjoyed it because it was just, let's talk about different things that other people can do at home as well. And you may not want to do a makeup regime like I do, but it's something different.
You could do a makeup party with Gary.
Oh, Gary and I. Oh, that would be interesting.
He would love to do a makeup party with you.
We could do sharing our stories and.
But anyway, thanks, Adam. I really appreciate today. It actually has been really fun. I hope everyone online has enjoyed it, and thanks so much for tuning in. I don't know. It's just a nice way to spend an hour.
I'll buy some of those products. We haven't plugged them on, for pay or anything. We just plug in because we like them. It's our things that we like. And Chloe, go and buy some cookie dough now. Cookie dough cookies.
And actually, before we go, if anyone is watching this and you're interested in knowing how to manage the difficult conversations at the moment, Are You Okay? Have 2 webinars on this week. one on Monday, one on Tuesday. One's for employers and one's for employees. So jump on the Food Logic Facebook page. You'll find the information there on how to register. They are free. I'm going to actually be speaking on the panel, which I'm looking forward to, and they're going to have some other people from the industry as well. It's 45 minutes. It's not a long time. It's not a lot of preaching or anything else. It's just offering support where we can at the moment.
Important conversation to have, not just for the industry, but for everyone at home as well, and just understanding what's happening out there.
Yeah, and we decided to do it. Well, not we, AFAB, so the Australian Food Service Advocacy Body, actually one of the hosts, along with Are You OK? And the reason why we wanted to break it into two different webinars is because you're having two very different conversations.
Yeah.
Peer-to-peer and employer and employee. It's very different if you're managing teams and etc. And then the other thing, Ad, is there's a really exciting week this week with our 3 o'clock sessions as well.
Yeah, who you got on?
So Darren Templeman's on Monday.
Fantastic. On Monday. Awesome.
I know. I've got to get some artwork out.
I put a claim out there. He's probably Australia's most talented, most underrated chefs in the country.
I totally agree with you. Tuesday is Tim Montgomery at this stage. I am waiting for the final confirmation from Tim, but yes, so Tim will be on Tuesday, and Tim Montgomery lives in Newcastle and owns Rascal.
Yeah.
Very, very talented chef.
Very passionate.
Yeah, and then we have our Facebook Live session on Tuesday night at 6:30, which is always a lot of fun and a lot of big discussion. I have Gary Johnson on Wednesday.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I haven't seen Gary for quite some time, probably 18 months, and I just can't wait to catch up with him and have a chat.
Up in Queensland.
Yeah.
Great.
Thursday, I'm hoping Julianne Lever, Julianne's Kitchen, to be able to give us some insight into pate and terrine and her paste that she makes.
Her award-winning product champion products.
yeah, love it. I mean, look, that may not happen. I still have to confirm that with her. And then you, Gary, and I are doing a Facebook Live, I think it is on Friday, with some cheese.
Oh, wow. That's going to be fun.
Yep. So that's with Penny's Cheese Shop. In Potts Point. So
my favourite little shop. She does some amazing cheese toasties.
Actually, I think I've got to do hers on the following Monday, because I don't think Friday was a very good day for Penny. So that will change that. But we might actually end up doing something else on Friday. But anyway, it's a pretty exciting week coming up.
Massive week for you. And lots of content for everyone to watch and join in.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I've got to go and fix up this Ghostbusters car now before I get sprung.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
All right, bye.